You guys ready to go out the garden? Jolie, you ready? Here we go. Come on. Out the garden. No, we're not going out back. Out the garden. Look, the gate's open. Atta boy. Come on, everybody. Jolie. Jessie, come on. Here she comes. Good girl. Atta girl. Good girl. Let me close the gate. Because you got to stay out in the garden. All right. Welcome to the November Marvin Gardens 2017 video. And it's Thanksgiving weekend, and we've been feasting and just having a wonderful festive time, and we've been putting up all the Christmas decorations too. November in the garden, there's not much to show you except for where everything used to be, but that's the way the garden should look in November. So first of all, the water feature here I took down, and I mentioned last time that the frogs would need to find a new place to go, and there were actually 3 frogs living in that little water feature, and so I dumped them into the pond. They were a little sluggish already, but they should be fine in the pond in winter over there. And you can see that some of the leftover plants have been dumped here in no man's land, and ashes from the wood stove. We've been, firing up the wood stove lately. This looks pretty much the same as it did last time. It's where the corn used to be. And this looks a lot different from that last time. That's where all the tomatoes were, and the peppers and the eggplants. All done for now. I even managed to take all the cages down and put a layer of leaf mulch down. So that's good. This is where the potatoes and onions used to be. I haven't put a mulch down on this bed because this bed is going to be going away, because as I mentioned last time, we're still planning on this being a solar array for our solar system. We got the permits approved by the township, so with any luck we'll have that done sometime during the month of December. We'll see. But this bed is all done for as well. Used to be sweet potatoes down at that end, and then your pole beans and peas and what else? I can't even remember what else. Oh yeah, celery, celeriac. What was down here? I don't know. Anyway, it's all done for. And here are this bed has the only remaining productive sort of plants. The Brussels sprouts, we harvested Brussels sprouts on Thanksgiving Day and had a nice stir fry, pan fry of Brussels sprouts. It's unlikely that we're going to get any more out of these guys, although it has been, it's not unusual to actually harvest these guys in the snow, but I don't see any new Brussels sprouts coming in. And the kale, I just have neglected to harvest the kale, but there's still plenty of good leaves on there. So I will probably come out here and snip off the last remaining kale and maybe do some kale chips, because that recipe works pretty well. And Franklin is now checking out the last bed in the garden proper, which of course used to be marigolds and sunflowers. And all these marigolds will just stay here, and they will probably come up next spring. This bed will still be an active bed even after our solar panel installation. We won't go out there to the external garden bed there. That's also nicely mulched and kind of bedded down for the winter. I've blown out all the sprinklers so that they won't freeze. And that's just about it. Jesse, can you think of anything else? If you look closely, oh, she's gone. She's gone. Here, I'll show you on Frankie here. Of course, since it's November, we have our pumpkin scarfies on, right, boy? I mean, not pumpkin scarfies, our turkey scarfies, Thanksgiving scarfies. Excited about something? When is he not excited about something? Good boy. All right. So, did I miss anything? For Thanksgiving, from the garden, we had candied sweet potatoes that Vanina did. We had, and we used crabapple jelly as the candied part. We had au gratin potatoes, the potatoes coming from the garden. We had the pumpkin pie from the pumpkins that we grew. The green bean casserole, which was green beans from the garden. The turkey we didn't grow in the garden. What else? But we did use some of the celery in the stuffing that was grown from the garden. And I mentioned the pan-fried Brussels sprouts. So we had quite a garden. What's that? Onions. Onions, yes. We did use garden onions in the stuffing and maybe a couple other places. We used, I think we used maybe a little bit of the, oh, those were not garden pears that we used, but so the garden was well represented at the turkey feast, which we are still feasting on. I guess that's going to do it for November 2017. We had a great garden year. Garden is about to be sort of reconfigured once if this solar panel thing happens. And so we'll be retiring a few beds and maybe creating a couple more and kind of changing the perimeter. And I want to put up all new fencing anyway, so that all works. All that's left on the harvest scene is a little bit of kale and maybe a Brussels sprout, but I kind of doubt it. Doesn't look like they're producing anymore. So that's it. I hope everybody has kicked off their holiday season and everyone's having a lovely time. Like I said, we were putting up Christmas decor. This week I'll do the lights outside and then we'll be all set for Christmas. So from Marvin Gardens, November 2017, happy holidays everybody, and we'll see you next month in December. Maybe we'll get some snow. Woohoo! Bye y'all.